coming from healthy families, I wondered about the cancer center, and I remember a specific day. It's probably in June of 2013, right before I was diagnosed with ovarian cancer. I was driving by, it's a beautiful sunny day. The hospital was on my left, and I looked at the hospital, and then I looked to the cancer center awning, and there were people walking in. And I thought to myself, oh, what's it like to walk in there? What happens when you walk in there? Never really thinking that it would be me walking in there a few months later. When I was diagnosed in August of 2013, I was, of course, had a radical hysterectomy, and that was at UPMC Passavant Hospital. And having never been in the hospital for anything but childbirth, I was a little bit nervous about being in the hospital, and everybody was absolutely wonderful. Everybody did the best that they could to take care of me and to give me whatever I needed to be comfortable. I woke up and I looked at him and he said, "How are you?" And he said, "I'm good." And he said, "How are you?" And I said, "I'm good. I don't have any pain." And he said, "Okay." And because he gets so very upset when I'm ill, I looked at him and I said, "Did you behave yourself while I was in surgery?" And he said, "Yes, everybody took care of me." And then he said, "Doctor's happy with the surgery, but you do have ovarian cancer." And he tells me that was one of the hardest things he's ever had to do, was to tell me that. And I have to say, this has been a wonderful experience. It's ironic to say having cancer has been a wonderful experience, but I can't say that enough because of the people who I've met and the people who have cared for me and their second families, especially down in the cancer center. No, it's not pretty, but it is pretty. It's absolutely beautiful if you think about everybody that you meet and that you help or that help you, because so many times, for example, at church, people will come up and say, "Oh, what can I do for you?" And it's like, well, we're okay right now. But then they'll say, "I'm going to bring you a meal." And so we always say, "Thank you." Or they'll say, "When you have to go to the hospital for an appointment, call me and I want to take you." And so we try to do that because they don't know how else to help you. When you let them help you, you let them grow and you let them love you even more. So the work that the foundation does is, I believe, very much behind the scenes, but just as important as what the surgeons and the nurses do. I think that they are concerned about the happiness of the staff, because if you have a happy staff and a satisfied staff, you have good relationships, you have good turnout, you have overall a good feeling. When I was thinking about doing this interview, I was going back in my mind and remembered the day that we met with Dr. Edwards. He said, we're going to schedule your surgery. We can do this fairly quickly. I'll send my nurse in. And that is when Kelly Lynn walked in. She came in with the most beautiful smile and started going over the paperwork with us. Sign this, and you have to be here at this time, And my husband, who, of course, now realizing that I was going to be having surgery very quickly, was not speaking very much. And my husband noticed that Kelly's wristwatch had a skull and crossbones on it. And he said to her, "Do you like punk?" And she said, "Oh, yeah, I haven't been to too many shows lately, but yeah." That watch, that skull and crossbones, was comforting to both of us. Hey, this is somebody who likes the same things that we like, and she seems to be a really cool person, and she made us feel wonderful. I knew after that everything was going to be fine. And also, of course, Dr. Edwards, who nowadays, he knows that he can't get away from me without a hug and a kiss, whether he likes it or not. And one of the most valuable people that UPMC has in place is the nurse practitioners are the nurse practitioners, and Jacqueline Swart is just an unbelievable person. She's not like a mother, and she's not like a sister. She's just a firm foothold about how to deal with the cancer, how to deal with life, with so many things in life. And just the whole staff in the cancer center. As I said, they've become like a second family to me. And like second families now, you know, you don't always see them on a regular basis, but you know they're there, and you know that they're there for you.